We're drafting live right now. Week 6 fantasy football best ball drafts for week 6 only. We're jumping right into the Battle Royale week 6 contest right here. $5 entry, $300 to first place. You draft one quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, a flex, and a tight end. 6 players, no bench, 6 rounds, 6 people in each draft. We'll do several drafts over and over. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.
Appreciate you all being here. There's no breaking news necessarily right now. There's always breaking news, but we are getting right into these Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty drafts. Underdog Fantasy, use promo code Smitty. The link in the description, I'm dropping right this very second, is the link that you need. I'm also going to pin that link in the live chat right now. It's also in the description of every single video. And if you use code Smitty, that will do the same thing, in effect, doing the same thing, getting you a match up to $500 on your first deposit. Not $100. They extended the $500 double match bonus for I don't know how much longer. It could be another day, it could be another week, but make sure you take advantage of that right now. So we're going to get into a draft right this very second. Click on the Underdog app, use the link in the description or the live chat, and we're going to jump straight into it right this very second. Click on week 6 best ball battle royale. This is going to be card, I think it's like card 5 or 6, I don't know. Best ball, it's Battle Royale Week 6. Hit the green button. If you don't get into this draft, we will do another one. Don't worry. 4 more to start. File on in. Hit that thumb up button. Appreciate everybody being in here. And let me just click this. Okay, I got that done. Now we're on to questions. Appreciate you, Mike, being in the building. First in the building tonight was Shamrock, followed by Ant Carter. Then Dark Knight, Young, Matt O, D-Class, Mike T, Klondike. Appreciate you all. Hayden, everybody being in the building. Your boy got the second pick. Love the second pick. Pick to the moon. I've been drafting a lot of teams that I think are pretty solid this week. I'm getting excited. Dark Knight with a $5 hauler, first super chat. Dark Knight to the moon. Appreciate you. Start Hollywood over JSN, over Debo. Hollywood. I'm starting Debo. Look, bad weather game, they may be running the football. You know what I mean? So Debo's one of my favorite picks this week from that like doubted wide receiver, high-end wide receiver 2 tier of player. Draft begins in T-minus 5 seconds. Get into the next draft if you missed getting into this one. Thank you, Dark Knight, for dropping that super chat. First super chatter always gets that standing O. And anybody that drops a $10 hauler to the moonshot, anybody that drops a $20 hauler or higher gets $20 hauler celebration, amongst other things. Like your boy Smitty's got to do a set and work out. I'm doing curls tonight and continuing that from earlier. Devontae Smith all day, says Dibben. I like Devontae Smith this week. I think they're going to focus on, I'm on the clock, I'm almost going to time out here. We'll go Tyreek Hill. I think they're going to focus on AJB all game long, baby. And so I think Devontae Smith, I like both wide receivers, though. I'm not shying away from AJB necessarily, but I think Devontae Smith has a bounce-back game. Start 1, Spears, DeMarcado, Ingram, JSN, Cooks, or Gallup. I'm going to probably go Spears for Steady Eddie and DeMarcado if you want like a big swing. I still think DeMarcado is probably better than Ingram, despite the depth chart gate. Everybody kept talking about how depth charts, oh my God, Ingram's the number 1. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to be wrong on this one, but I don't think so. Need 2, Higgins, Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson. You're going Amon-Ra. And if Higgins is a go, I'd probably start Higgins, but you got to make sure everything looks good to go tomorrow on that one. But Wilson's not a bad alternative whatsoever. Appreciate your super chat. Spears is a nice play. He's just got maybe not the easiest matchup known to man. And let me put the matchups on screen so everybody can see those as well. That will be I think pretty useful for everybody to see on screen. Raheem Mostert going number 5. We got board view up so you guys can see the board. Schedule. Let me take a little screen shot of the Sunday and Monday night schedule so you guys can have that on screen. That's a good conversation piece. Actually, we'll do Sunday. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Screenshot that bad boy and put that on the screen right in front of your face. There we go. We're swinging back around on the draft right now in the second round at the 2.1 essentially. Again, 6 drafters in each one of these drafts. It's a phenomenal way to play week 6. I'm telling you, if your season's in the crapper and you're like, damn, I wish I had some more skin in the game. Guess what? You get to start over. Every single week you can start over on Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Every single week you could start over. Bijan Robinson, DJ Moore paired up in that 6 and 7 overall pick, bookend picks. Raheem Mostert, owner in the 5 spot, is going to take who at the 8? This one's from Demetrius. Demetrius says, Smitty, non-PPR starters, Stafford, Mixon, Hall, Mostert, Amon-Ra, Flowers, Goddard, bench, Goff, Foreman. Change the lineup or keep it as is. You 2 and 3 PPR trade Garrett Wilson and JT for JJ. Nope. I'm not going after JJ. Look, JJ's out at least. Bro, there's a report out today that suggested that JJ was going to have another MRI on his hamstring after 4 weeks. You know what that means? He's not doing anything until after that 4-week period. So he's out a minimum of 5, 6, 7 weeks. So no way I'm going after JJ. You got a guy in JT. I'm the guy wanting JT for my JJ, bro. Absolutely no. 0 chance. I like JJ. I would hold him, I suppose, in a certain situation, but there's no way I'm doing that trade. It wouldn't shock me if JJ did not return, okay? Lamb, appreciate you. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Jamar Chase, TJ Hawkinson's interesting. Your boys got Tyreek, Waddle, and Tua. I'm going with the Miami Dolphins tomorrow. Appreciate you. Smoking, rolling with Laporta. 145 watch, only 34 thumbs up. Is there really 35? Guys, 35 thumbs up. I don't know what's up with the alerts from YouTube lately though. Like 177 people. I don't even understand what's going on. I know we normally go a little later than this. I had some chaos going on, so this weekend's been a little crazy for me. So I apologize for the shorter live stream earlier today, the no live stream on Friday evening graveyard. Of course, we did the 8 p.m. show, but we're probably not going to be here more than another half hour tonight, just because there's a lot of stuff going on. I'll maybe explain later, but not a big deal, nothing dire or super urgent, but it's taking some time. Start 1 PPR, Evans, DK, and D Hopkins. I'm probably going to go honestly, I'm probably going to go Mike Evans. They say he's unrestricted. DK's probably a touch safer. So if you want safety, go DK. If you want a little bit higher upside with the chance of like 2 touchdowns or more, that's Mike Evans. I'd probably roll Mike Evans personally. At the flex, do I choose Ayuk, Addison, Nico, or Mike Evans? I think Mike Evans. My Mike Evans answers that question as well. I think Ayuk's okay, but there's supposed to be some weather. I think I'd probably say that Niner game could be a little lower scoring than we want. So I'm going to go ahead and defer to... God, do I go? Laporta is probably good to go. Let's go Kyren. Team so far. Whoops, that's not my team. Team so far: Tua, Kyren, Tyreek Hill, Waddle. Golf to the moon. Appreciate Golf being here, my broski. Young with the super chat. Young, appreciate you. My league mate traded Pierce, Watson, and Devontae Adams, Ramondre, and Palmer. Pierce, Watson, D. Adams, Ramondre, and Palmer to the Tyreek. To get Tyreek. Devontae Smith. Man, should I just go with Mike Evans since I just talked him up? Let's do it live. Let's do it live. My team: Tua, Kyron, Hill, Waddle, Mike Evans. Adams, Watson, Pierce, Ramondre. I'd rather have Tyreek Hill than that whole lot of players. I love Christian Watson. Adams is playing great, but I still worry about him long term. I'd probably say give me Tyreek Hill. It's arguable, but not all that much. Because Hill's just worth more at the end of the day. Even if you think like, okay, Watson does explode or something, that's possible. But is that fair market value good? No, it's not. You should get more for Hill. So that's the way I view that trade. Who are we rostering, Robert Woods or Mingo? Probably neither. I hate to be that guy, Cole, but I don't think I can really give you a great answer on this one. I don't think none of those guys should be starting. I don't know if you can go get a Michael Wilson, or if, let's say, a Rashee Rice is available. Maybe those guys are all gone. Jameson Williams. I don't know. Can you give me a couple other options, Cole? If I had to choose, I'll probably tell you, give me, I guess, Mingo in hopes that something develops with him later. You know, Smitty, you started reading my stuff, video skipped, and didn't hear anything, says Demetrios. I think what I just told you was I like your team. I don't think I switch anything out. I like Flowers this week. I don't love Mixon personally, but I don't think your options on the bench are any better. So I think you had it good to go, my guy. Good to go. Thank you for the super chat. Dallas Goddard. Let's go with Goddard. Your boys' team. I got 83.9 projected. The highest scoring team is Ryan. Ryan's got Burrow, McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Devontae Adams, DK, and Laporta. My team right here: Tua, Kyron, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Mike Evans, Goddard. All right, you're going to go to the second card. It looks like it's the second card now on Underdog Fantasy. The link is in the description. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $500 if you use code Smitty. The link is in the description. The link is pinned in the live chat. The link is in the description of every video. Code Smitty also does the exact same thing, and you're going to want to get on over to that right now, and we'll probably do another one after this. Click on the Week 6 Battle Royale. $300K in prizes. $30,000 to first place. $5 in entry. Week 6 only, no bench spots. 6 starters, 6 rounds, 6 people. Hit the green enter button. Let's jump in. One more to start this one, and it will be full. And if you don't get in this one, we will do another one. So don't worry, we'll jump into another one. All right, so I'm in the 4 pick this time. We'll go to the board view, and let's hit these other 2 super chats that are sitting here. Esan says 4-1, 10 team Tila over Stroud this week. I would, but you know, pros and cons, bro. JJ, Olave, Kirk, Wilson, Godwin, Myers, K9, Cook, Aaron Jones, Spears. Someone just offered Waddle and Collins for JJ. I would try and get a little bit more, but like at the end of the day, bro, I really truly believe JJ's at a minimum of 5 or 6 weeks. At the very, very earliest, he comes back, let's say 6 weeks from now, because they're doing an MRI after 4 weeks. That's what we're hearing today, which means that he's not doing any kind of rehab until after that point. $10 hauler, by the way, gets a moonshot, you glorious man, you. So I would say at the end of the day, I want Waddle and Collins, but I quietly do, and so I'm trying to get more. Not that I don't like Collins, but I feel like you can shake it a little bit more out. JJ, wait for JJ? No, I'm not waiting for JJ. I would trade him, but I would try and get more. Demetrios, appreciate you. Smitty, you read all my stuff. The video is skipped. Okay, yeah, I already read that. Thank you. Appreciate you, Demetrios. My man. My main man, Demetrios. AJ. Oh, I'm on the clock. Let's go. I'm not gonna worry about stacking or anything. I'm just gonna go best player available on this one. Every single time, who's the player I believe that could score the most amount of points. I'm not trying to stack. I'm not trying to do anything crazy or crafty. I'm just going to stay focused on this one. T. Benz with a super chat. Trades using DJ Moore and Amari. Need a wide receiver. Got Debo and Christian Watson. DJ Moore and Amari. I mean, there's not a lot of people that need 2 wide receivers. I mean, some people do, but I would go after JT. I'd go after, obviously, Eckler and have to give up more. I'd go after potentially Aaron Jones, maybe, and get something more. I would go after Achane and a struggling wide receiver like Devontae Smith for that combo. That would be fun to me. Let's go. I guess I'll go Monty here. I love the idea of using JJ and Amari to get Achane and a Devontae Smith, Achane and a Ridley, Achane and a Olave, Achane and a St. Brown, Achane and a Lamb, Achane and a potentially even like a Waddle and Achane potentially, maybe something along those lines. Those trades excite me, my man, very much, very, very, very much. Benz, appreciate you. Dom, trade Amari for Fields. I have CJ lost AR5, 6 points per TD. Yeah, I'd probably take trade Amari for Fields. I'd take Fields in a millisecond, bro. That's a fantastic trade for you. Gorilla with a $2 hauler. Thank you, Gorilla. Appreciate you. Pick 2, Wilson, Flowers, Lockett, Mixon. Probably go, I hate to do it, but I say Mixon and maybe Mixon and Flowers. Or you could go Flowers and Lockett if you want, but I'm going to go Mixon and Flowers, I guess, bro. That's a tough one, though. Chat, would you rather go Flowers or Lockett? Please vote for Gorilla in the chat. We're drafting the $5. Okay, I have Monty, Chase. I could go ETN or Ridley. Let's go Ridley. We're doing the, what's it called? The Battle Royale Week 6. We'll do another one right after this. So file on in, hit that link in the live chat. Hit that link in the description. Underdog Fantasy will double your first deposit up to $500 if you use code Smitty or the link that I have pinned in the live chat, the link that I have in the description of every video, and the code Smitty itself will do the same thing effectively. And so you want to double your deposit up to $500, temporarily $500. Hit that link and do it live. And if you want to just draft, get in. You can do a minimum of $10. They'll double it, right? They'll double everything up to 500. So they'll double your $10 and make it 20, and you can do a bunch of these $5 drafts. Up again, Alvin Kamara. Let's go with Tua Tagovailoa here. So I've got Tua, I've got David Montgomery, I've got Jamar Chase, I've got Calvin Ridley. We got a Flowers vote, Zay Flowers vote, Lockett vote for that question earlier. Who do you guys rather have rest of the season, Michael Wilson or Jalen Reed? Probably Michael Wilson, I guess, man. It's a close one. How many leagues am I in? These aren't leagues. These are best ball drafts. I mean, they're technically leagues, but I don't know how many I'm in. These you don't have to keep track of. You just see if you won. Lockett always burns you when you bench him. True. He also burns you when you start him, though. Anthony, appreciate your super chat. Anthony, need a running back. Trade Puka for Hall or Puka for Tajay and Zay Flowers. Don't trade Puka for Ziggy. Show me the front door. Don't trade Puka for Tajay and Zay Flowers. Who's at my front door at like 9 o'clock at night? Ziggy, show me the front door.
Okay.
Let's go with Kenneth Walker. Who's in my front door? Ziggy off. Yeah, don't trade Puka for Tajia and Zay Flowers, man. I would do the Hall trade if you need an RB. That's not a bad move at all. That one could work. Cole with a $10 hauler. All $10 haulers get a moon shot. My boy Cole coming in strong. My team Diggs, Hollywood, Godwin, Woods, Johnston, and Jameson. Free agents are Samuel, Bourne, Chark, Mims, Shaheed, Moore. What are we doing here? Cole, you might have been asking another question. Cole, you're giving me way too much credit to think I know what's going on with this super chat versus the next. So let me see if you've got some other question that makes sense for this. Who are we rostering, Woods or Mingo? Is that relating to that question? I don't know if it is, but my team's Diggs, Hollywood, Godwin, Woods, Johnson. Free agents are Samuel, Bourne, Chark. Oh, okay, just other players. I think I asked you what other players. Okay. God, remember a Mims is going to be a good pick? I did the 19-yard over higher on Mims on Thursday, and he couldn't even catch one pass. Yeah, I don't know that these... I guess Curtis Samuel is not bad. I'd probably say Curtis Samuel, Cole. But that's a really, really close one, my guy. I'd lean Curtis Samuel. Just a slight lean. Okay, one more, guys. We're jumping straight in. Battle Royale, Week 6. Click the button. Click the green button. 300K in prizes. 4 more to start this one. So jump in. These are gonna fill up really quickly. If you don't get in this one, just get in another one. Battle Royale, Week 6, $5 an entry. Mac with the $2 hauler. Drop Keaton Mitchell or Ingram. I need a kicker. Probably dropping Ingram. I don't know that Ingram... First of all, Connor's going to come back. And I don't know that Ingram is really going to be the guy just because he's number 1 in the depth chart. I still think Mercado might be the main guy. So I'm going to say negative on the trusting of Ingram as the Cardinals running back 1. But that could come back to burn me. We'll see. I don't think it will, though. I think Dave Mercado has earned a lot, and I think it's crazy that everybody thinks that that's a bust of a situation. Matt O, I have Kenny Walker as well. I don't know what that's referring to. HN on IR. Gibbs is... What's the question? Keenan for Walker. Would I do it? I'd rather have Walker personally, but it's arguable. Christian McCaffrey, the number 1 overall pick in this draft. On the clock now. I've been picking Jamar Chase like clockwork from here, but part of me is like, do I take Cooper Kupp? Let's go Cooper Kupp in this one, just to mix it up a little bit. Nick with the $5 hauler. Nick, appreciate you, my guy. If Laporta plays, should I start him or Everett? Laporta. I think if he plays, I can't sit him. I know this can backfire either way. Like you've sat a player that played banged up and they don't look banged up at all and they get 2 touchdowns and you're kicking yourself, or they're a decoy or whatever. But I would start over Everett. I would start him. It's not like you got an option that looks like they could be amazing, Tank Bigsby or Sharps? Probably Charbonnet, I guess, bro. Anthony. Hurts or Tua? I don't know. They're both going to ball out. That's a tough one. I'd say, Tua's maybe the safer pick because Hurts is matchup, but Hurts is probably the guy. I can't sit Hurts, but you've got to make a trade. And if Tua goes nuts, good for you because you got trade opportunity. Is this the only show tonight? We potentially could do another late night Q&A. But this is the second show tonight. So the earlier show is a draft, and this is the draft show. So we're going a little early tonight. I've got Cooper Kupp already. So let's go with... I'll go with Monty again. I think he's probably a pretty good play this week. Jimmy the Drunk coming in strong. Smitty, who is currently your biggest crush in the NFL? I don't really describe it that way, Jimmy. I like a lot of players, bro. And I would say that, Bijan is definitely one of the show favorites. I think Breece Hall are some of the show favorites, pal. We always relish in the victories that we get from those two guys. So I can't wait for Bijan to get unlocked. Myers, Spears, Garrett Wilson, flex. Probably leaning Garrett Wilson if it's me, but I know that some would say they don't trust Garrett Wilson, and I don't blame you. I would go Garrett Wilson. My team so far: Monty, Kupp. I'm gonna go with a good old Travis Etienne here. Travis Etienne here. Trade my Kirk for Love. I would, or my Tank and Terry for Hopkins. I'd trade Tank and Terry for Hopkins. Yeah. But, I mean, it doesn't solve your quarterback problem if you need Love to be your quarterback. We got to trade Amon-Ra for JT. I would if I needed a running back. Those are pretty close, bro. I would go Amon-Ra if I need a wide receiver. I'd go JT if I need a running back. So such an even Steven type of move to me, that depending on your team need. Like at the beginning of the year, we had Amon-Ra valued a little bit higher. I'm not saying I don't love Amon-Ra, but I think the fact that, he has been banged up, there's some concern enough to say, hey, maybe JT could climb into his tier. That's all. Not a big baseball guy. Diamondbacks, I can't say I'm a fan because I don't really watch baseball. I don't have time. Even if I wanted to watch baseball, I don't have time for baseball. Team so far: David Montgomery, ETN, Cooper Kupp. Fields just went. We'll go Tua again here, I guess. So we've got Cooper Kupp, David Montgomery, Travis Etienne, Tua Tagovailoa. Foreman this weekend, I don't know. Big Red, I mean, it depends on your options, man. Gino or Trevor? I'm going Trevor Lawrence, my guy. We'll go Laporta here. So we've got Cooper Kupp, David Montgomery, Travis Etienne, Tua Tagovailoa, and Sam Laporta. Anytime TD lock. McCaffrey, I guess. Tua Tagovailoa, I guess. Monty would be a good anytime TD lock. No one's a lock. I mean, know that. I think Jalen Hurts is a anytime TD lock. No notifications. You gotta go to my Instagram too, guys. I mean, these right here, these little circles. There's a channels circle that you can click on, and you can subscribe to. And every time I go live, I put a notification out on Instagram, and I DM that group, and it's a one-way conversation where you just read. You can react with an emoji, but you can't type, so no one can bog down the notifications on you. But anytime I go live, I post there going live now with a link to my story where it has it linked. So subscribe to that channel on my Instagram. You just go to my Instagram, and then these little circles, you'll see a channels one. Click it and then subscribe to it. Osborne or Palmer? Probably Osborne. I like this team a lot. We're going to do one more draft. Deebo Samuel. So my team is Tua, Monty, Etienne, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, Sam Laporta. Kyron or Zay Flowers? I'm going Kyron. I like Flowers this week, but you can't sit Kyron, bro. 85 points to your boy. The highest scoring team was this 87 point. Whatever one. Hurts, Kamara, Hill, Adams, Devontae Smith, Higbee. I like that. That's not bad. All right, one more. Battle Royale Week 6. Click it. We might come back for like a Q&A session or something, but we'll see. Click the green button now. I'll wait about 4 seconds because of the YouTube delay. And if you don't get into this one, get into one right alongside it. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. They'll match up to $500 temporarily. So do it now. They'll match up to $500 on your first deposit. This is temporary. Okay? $500 in your first deposit. That'll go back down to $100 soon by using code Smitty or the link in the live chat. So click that link that's pinned in the live chat, the link that's in the description of every video, and let's roll. Damn, I'm nervous about Dan Mercado. He's a high risk, high reward play for sure. Your boy's got the 3 pick again. Yeah, I wouldn't. If Laporta plays, he's playing. I wouldn't worry about it, guys. Start 2: Osborne, Garrett, Wilson, Amari Cooper, and Nico. Depends on, like, let's say Dell is officially ruled out or something, then Nico is a pretty good play, but he also could be like double teamed. So like in Garrett, I don't know about Amari Cooper with that QB situation. I probably go Garrett Wilson over Amari, I suppose, but that's tough. Thomas says rumors about Knox. I'll look into the validity of all the news, bro. All right, let me see. I got these super chats here. Mac, appreciate you with your question. Your question, I already answered that one. Nate, Michael Wilson, Chark, or Dotson. I'd probably go Michael Wilson this week. And Justin dropping a super chat. I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill here. Justin, $10 hauler. $10 haulers get moonshots. My boy Justin, appreciate you. 238 of you in here. 73 thumbs up. If we could punch that thumb up button up. Get that number up. Those are rookie numbers. QB Howell, AR5, IR spot. Henry, Barkley, Walker, Stevenson. Nice team suggestions. I mean, Cup and Amari Cooper was solid. Andrews is good. I'd be trying to get out of Amari Cooper somehow. Henry and Cooper together for one player. And honestly, I think, you can't get an Eckler anymore. You could have weeks ago. But, maybe you go after... Maybe the Henry and Cooper's the Achane and wide receiver move. Go get one player in like Devontae Smith, Lamb, Olave, and whatever Achane owner has, and go do that trade. That is my favorite trade right now, period, for people, because you get that like free Achane, bro. Who do I have? Tyreek Hill. I'm going to go Hurts here. Slayer, if Laporta is out, drop Roschon or Keaton. Probably Mitchell, because Roschon's coming back next week to start, I think. But I don't think Laporta is going to be out, bro. We'll see. How do you keep going? You're the man for sure. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. Well, actually, this weekend I've been very, very, lacking in terms of going live for a long period of time because a whole lot going on at home here for now. But I'll be back to normal this coming week in terms of the length of a show. But I am going to be out of here very soon. But we might come back for a third show tonight if I can get back here in time. Almost on the clock, and I'll be drafting again. Appreciate the comments. Do I trade Garrett Wilson for Flowers? I would rather have Garrett Wilson, but I could understand that trade. I really could. Smitty, DeMarcado, jumped 10K in drops since the super chat earlier. Of course he has, because people are just looking at the depth chart. But that's okay. I mean, it might end up being the case, you know. But I don't know. I honestly think that people are being very reactive. What do I have here? Tyreek Hill. Let's go Ridley with this one. So I got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Hurts, Ridley. I still think DeMarcado is the better player of the two. Ingram. I mean, what's Ingram done to earn this? I don't know. Wide receiver 2, Garrett or Flowers? I'd probably lean... Okay, let me put it this way, because I've been asked this question a couple times. Flowers for safety. I do think he has a good day. Garrett Wilson's a lot higher risk. Chance for 2 or 3 points, but chance for like 20. And Flowers is like 12. 9 to 12. So you need steady Eddie. There you go. Mac, start Joe or Kirk. Got Chase. I mean, I'm not starting Kirk Cousins over Joe Burrow when Kirk Cousins doesn't have his arsenal, but you never know. Trade Kirk for Love. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Look, I don't know what Kirk Cousins is going to be without JJ. I don't think it's going to be the same. Flex DeMarcado, Foreman, or Downs. Probably Foreman this week is the safer play, but DeMarcado is higher risk, higher reward, I suppose. But I would probably say Foreman's got some steady work heading his way. So let's go with Kyron right here. Reese with a $2 hauler. Pick 3, Chuba, Flowers, Downs, Foreman, Osborne. I'd probably go Flowers, Foreman, and either Chuba or Osborne. Chad, if you could vote Chuba or Osborne for Reese and get a consensus, because that one's like coin toss close. So maybe we get a chat vote on that. $5 hauler. Is Gibbs and Palmer a good trade for Osborne and Thielen? No, I'd rather just keep the upside of Gibbs, man. But Thielen's doing good now, but I'm not just gonna buy into Thielen like he's just gonna continue to doing what he's been doing. I understand he's been balling out, but if you trust Thielen, then go for it. I would not, Smitty, disapprove. If you did this, I'd not send you on a lap, but I'm still gonna hold Gibbs in this situation, unless you're like really, really, really needing Thielen. And you said IR wide receivers are McLaurin, Lockett. I'd rather just pick up. I mean, IR wide receivers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to struggle starting Thielen each week anyway. You know, it's not like he's that big of an upgrade to where he's like absolutely sitting Lockett down every single week for you. Nico or Zay Flowers. If Dell's ruled out, Nico's probably higher upside. But Flowers will have a good week. That's a tough one. Ford, Foreman, or DeMarcado. I'd probably go Foreman in this situation this week. I think he's going to be a solid play. Kyron, Hurts, Tyreek Hill, Ridley. Let's go with Kenneth Walker. I think Kyron does have a good day. Tua or Hurts. Hurts is probably the guy. I mean, both of them are going to ball. I think they're both top 3 or 4 quarterback plays this week. At least top 5. So, Jeff, I mean, you probably can't go wrong. But I don't think I could bench Jalen Hurts. I think you need to make a trade. If Tua goes off on your bench, at least you can trade him. You know? But I do love Tua. I've been drafting Tua over Hurts a couple times and drafting Hurts a couple times over Tua in these drafts tonight. So that should tell you something. T-Law or Tua? I go Tua, but I do think T-Law has one of his better games. I like Devontae Smith more than I did before, says E111. I like Devontae Smith this week as well. And here's the last pick, and then I will be out of here for the moment. I might come back a little bit later tonight, just so you guys know, so hang tight. I think I need a tight end at this last pick here, so I'll probably go with Goddard here, and that will round out my team. Jalen Hurts, Goddard, Kyron, Kenneth Walker, Tyreek Hill, Ridley. I like this team a lot. I'm sorry to run on you guys a little early tonight. I will be back if I can. It might be a late graveyard stream. Olave or Garrett Wilson, give me Olave all day long, Tony. Appreciate you all. I'll see you potentially later tonight, but definitely 1 hour before kickoff tomorrow, not the London game. But 1 hour before kickoff, we'll do a Q&A. I appreciate every single one of you. See you later. Potentially back later tonight. Is JJ for Eckler a good trade? Yeah, Hassan, if you like winning, go get Eckler for JJ, bro. yeah, definitely. Thank you, Hassan.